Today on the channel, we're back again with another Best of 2024 list, and in today's video, I'm counting down my top 5 WWE main event figures of 2024.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Best of 2024 countdown video. Tons of those on the channel as we near the end of 2024 and say hello to 2025. But in today's video, we're counting down maybe the sleeper line of all of Mattel wrestling figures. We're talking about the main event, the former basic style figures, and we're counting down my top 5 favorites for 2024, as well as diving into a little bit of the main event legacy, I guess, of 2024 along the way. But a lot of fun in the main event line. Once again, the former basics, the new improvements of a little over a year ago, I guess, as we're filming this, with the joints, a little bit more playability with these has really made these game changers. And I, by no means, am buying all the main event figures, but a lot of first time in the liners, a lot of legends, and a lot of suited figures are the perfect pickups for me when I'm looking for main event figures. Maybe you as well, but I always do enjoy getting some off the beaten path legends and some different attires, and like I said, suited figures that you could use for customs for other suited characters, like that Adam Pearce Build-A-Figure. Saw a lot of people get that head and put that on a main event figure, and voila, you do got a Adam Pearce figure very cheap compared to having to buy the whole Build-A-Figure wave. So there's a lot of use for these main event style figures, and there's been a lot of good figures and a lot of sleeper figures in 2024, and we're going to count them down here in today's video. And of course, as usual, we're going to start at number 5, work our way to number 1, number 1 being my favorite of 2024. And of course, remember, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below, and make sure you put them in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part. So without further ado, let's kick it off at number 5. All right, we begin the countdown, of course, at number 5. And what is the number 5 main event figure of 2024 for me? Well, we go to main event series 149 for good friend of the channel, good brother Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, of course, a guy no stranger to any of the Mattel lines in 2024. So many Cody figures, so little time. But we get a lot of wrestling ones that are very similar. We get some different ultimates, things like that. However, this one here, being a main event style figure, feels a little bit different. It's not necessarily his wrestling gear. This is Cody cutting a promo on Monday Night Raw. This is Cody backstage. It feels different, it looks different, and that's part of the beauty and part of what I want more of from main event figures, because if this was Cody in just regular wrestling gear, you know, I'm probably not picking it up. People that collect Ultimates and Elites, probably not going to pick this one up. But I will pick something like this up because it's Cody doing an interview. And of course, Cody does a lot of interviews in suits, we know that. But this is a perfect one for Cody just fresh off the bus. Who knows what Cody's doing? This is Cody at catering. This is a different Cody than all the other Ultimates, Elites, and main event style figures. It feels different, and different is good, especially in a countdown like this of a very popular performer here in 2024 and possibly beyond. I would have to imagine into the next couple of years. Cody killing it with this one. Got the hoodie, of course, sculpted in there. Kingdom in the back. Rhodes logo in the front, the Nightmare logo in the front there going on. Just a fun figure and something that feels totally different than all the other Codys we got this year, which makes it feel special to me, which makes it come in at number 5. Next up on the countdown, number 4. Yes, I can count in reverse. And number 4, once again, we go to WWE Main Event Series 149 for another figure. This time a suited figure. This time, The Miz. And The Miz, a guy that's got a decent amount of elites. I feel like he probably should have had a few more than he has had. He's also had a lot of basics and now main event figures as well. But I like this one because it's a suited figure. These are always fun for me in main events. But then you got the crazy color, the crazy kind of transparent plastic on this one that makes it another level. You get glasses with this. We're starting to get more accessories in these main event figures. but a just very cool, iconic version of The Miz from his last few years, of course, wearing suits. And it feels like we see him wearing suits more than wrestling, however. He's been wrestling a little bit more as of late with Killer Kross and the rest of Karrion Kross, oh yeah, and the rest of his crew, of course. I really do like this figure a whole lot, though, and this is another one that's perfect for the main event line, not wasting, I don't know if that's the right word, an elite spot, because it doesn't feel like it needs to be elite. Main event is just fine with this one, but a very, very fancy one, a very dapper one, a very fun one is this Miz coming in at number 4. We've hit the middle part of the countdown here. Do you got your list together? Put it in the comments down below, but this could be the sleeper of my top 5 list, as this is a performer, once again, we've got a lot of figures of. Honestly shocked we don't have more than we have, but I'm sure that'll change in the next couple of years. I think we're going to start seeing more of this performer, and we're already starting to see it a little bit here. But this time we're going to Main Event Championship Showdown Series 15. Of course, the 2 packs. He was paired up with one Triple H. Who is it? It's Stone Cold Steve Austin, and once again, off the beaten path, a little bit more of a deep cut outfit for Stone Cold. Of course, a very memorable shirt, but nowhere near as memorable as the heyday of Stone Cold with these shirts. And then to get the red knee braces on this one instead of the black, and I guess he got white this year as well, but to get these red ones looking very, very cool. Now, maybe not the biggest part of Stone Cold's career in the WWE is what this represents, but it feels like a very cool, fun, deep cut figure. New articulation brings a lot more out of this as well. Just an all-around fun figure that I would not be shocked in the future to see possibly in the Elite line. This kind of feels like it could be an Elite in the future. We'll see what happens. But for right now, we got a very different Stone Cold off the beaten path from his other figures. Coming in at number 3 in Championship Showdown Series 15 from the main event line. Closer and closer to the number 1 spot, we're at the number 2 main event figure of 2024, and this line of main event style figures really came out of nowhere this year in 2024. Nobody really understood what was going on. Now we're a few sets into this, and we understand that these are sold. Of course, some online retailers, Meijer stores, Kroger stores, Hy-Vee stores, a lot of grocery stores you can buy these at. And of course, where I usually find mine at is Kohl's department stores. What are we talking about? We're talking about the new Main Event Champions line. And at number 2, we're talking to the Hulkster. We're talking to Hulk Hogan once again. Now, very interesting that this is basically a re-release with some twist here. That hot dog tan, so important to Hulk Hogan, giving a prior edition and much upgraded tan, a much needed upgraded tan on this. You put a new head sculpt from a different body in here, you mix and match, you Frankenstein some parts, give it a fresh tan and a new title belt, and voila, you got a brand new Hulkster here in 2024. Coming in at number 2 in the main event. Very, very nice. I love the title belt on this. It's supposed to be a duller, dumbed down from the Elite Ultimates title belt, but something about this belt really, really works. And that's part of the line, of course, being the champion. So everybody comes with a different title belt. Be it Tag Team, Intercontinental, you get the point by now. But a fun figure. A figure I enjoyed a lot more, and one that I knew when I first saw it, I said, man, I got to get this. Thankfully, I did. The Champions line's one to stay in tune with, kind of pay attention with, because you're getting a lot of popular performers, obviously, with a very cool title belt. There might be some more of these figures in next year's list as well. So we'll see where this line goes, but very smart of Mattel with the business hat on, getting new revenues of distribution of off-the-wall places that maybe a grocery store can't sell an Ultimate or an Elite, but a basic main event style figure, $12.99 to $14.99, they can slip in on there because there's a lot of grandmas getting groceries, let's be honest. And they'll help out little Jimmy with an action figure along the way. And that's where this Hulk Hogan comes in at number 2, which means there can only be one. What is the number 1 main event figure of 2024? Stay tuned. We've reached the end of the countdown. We've reached the number 1 main event WWE figure of 2024. And of course, remember, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below. Put them in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We got tons of year-end best of countdowns between wrestling and all the other properties we cover on this very channel. So you make sure you want to subscribe. You don't want to miss a video. And subscribe to my other YouTube channel, while you're at it and leave a thumbs up while you're here. So now we're here. We're at the number 1 figure of 2024 from the main event line. Longtime viewers probably know what this one is because I've been wanting this figure, be it Ultimate, Elite, main event, whatever it could be. I've been wanting this in my collection for about 3 years now. Well, 2024 was the time it finally came, and I gotta say it does not disappoint. What are we talking about? We're going to main event series 151. We're going to the U. We're going to Chase U with Andre Chase, obviously during happier times right now, as Chase U has seemingly had to break up on NXT TV. I'm hoping for them to resurge like the Phoenix, maybe go to Raw or SmackDown. We'll see what happens there. But I needed this Andre Chase. Something so cool about it, and it really did work for NXT. Great way to build new characters, bring new characters in, group feuds, things like that, tag title runs, you name it. Chase U was the place to be the last couple of years for me in NXT. Very sad to see them broken up, as you can imagine. But I love this Andre Chase figure. Now, only gripe I have, and it's a small gripe, is the hands. I love to be able to do the U, throw up the U. We can do that all day. However, I wish we had some fisted hands, some other hands. However, with these main events, this year and starting of end of last year, you can move hands around. You can switch and swap. So it's an easy fix if you want to. But a very amazing figure for Andre Chase. First shown off at San Diego Comic-Con. And then, of course, we got Thea Hale and Duke Hudson. And we got me, of course. We got all of Chase U this year. Missing Riley Osborne maybe in the future, maybe not. We'll see what happens with that one there. But man, oh man, very excited to get this one. It's always something special when you have a figure that's on your most wanted list, something you're really looking forward to, hoping they make, and they finally make it. And, you know, for all intents and purposes, did a fabulous job on this figure right here. So we're going to rock the U for number 1 here with Andre Chase 151 main event as the top main event figure of 2024. And once again, going to ask you, what's your list look like? Put it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon. Patreon, place to be to support the channel. And for bonus content from both YouTube channels. Tons of stuff over there every single day. Check out the Patreon. Appreciate the support over there. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. My book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series, now available on Kindle. Check it out if you have not already. Don't forget Sir Paul 64 on the X, the _Kyle _Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram, and of course, now on TikTok. So for Andre Chase and Chase U, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.